We zijn vandaag in Antwerpen in het Queen Elizabeth Center voor de internationale tourproductie van Cats. En het is nu pauze en terwijl iedereen een drankje haalt is Musical World backstage. En we zijn in de kleedkamer van Joanna Empel, Grizabella the Glamour Cat. Joanna, you're playing Grizabella the Glamour Cat, a role you already played before.
Yes.
And I remember the last time you played in the UK. I've read a tweet on Twitter that you say, well, this is a role that has been on my bucket list for a long time.
Correct.
So now you're back, so we assume it must be very special for you. Can you explain why?
Absolutely. It's because I've always had my eye on Grizabella since I was about 17, I think, since I was a teenager. First time I watched it was in London, and the reason why I watched it is because of the music. I heard it somewhere and I didn't know anything about the show, and then when I watched it I was like, I want to play that part. I didn't really know that Memory was going to be part of the show, so it was quite a bonus, and I love Memory.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Memory already. It's well, the important and most important song of the show, but at the same time you're not that much on stage, so we were wondering while seeing the first half, when you're entering the stage you have to be spot on immediately, but well, a lot of the time you're waiting, we assume. How do you cope with that?
Well, that is the challenge, because I kind of have to, it's a lot of concentration backstage. I have to remain focused. I try to isolate myself from everyone else just to have that feel of, as you know, Grizabella is very excluded. So when I go on stage I already have that feeling of exclusion and isolation, I suppose.
And we are very curious. What are you doing while waiting? Are you reading or watching television or?
Well, I relax most of all. I take off my clothes. It's very warm. I think it's just the whole feeling of being on my own and just doing my own thing. It doesn't matter what it is. Maybe retouching my makeup, and at the same time, you know, having that thought that I am by myself, and that kind of helps me already get into the character.
Okay. Well, over the years we've followed you and you played big roles in big productions all over the world. We think that means you travel a lot, and we once saw your signature on Twitter which said, well, I'm living out of my suitcase.
Yes.
Do you like that?
I absolutely love it, yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm a gypsy at heart. I like to, I cannot stay put in one place. I like to go, you know, to different places. I have several homes, or several cities that I call my home. So yeah, and my family's all over the place as well, so I can visit them wherever they are. So yeah, I do love traveling, and combining my favorite show and the travel, it's like winning the lottery.
And you're from Manila?
I am originally from Manila, but I'm based in London.
And what do you consider home?
Home is family. My mom and dad are in LA.
The Cats Company, this is your 5
There's the call.
5 minutes. Thank you.
So the home is my parents, but also London is where I spent most of my life living. So most of my friends are there, so I feel very much at home in London.
Well, final question. Cats is playing in this beautiful venue until April the 17th, that's Easter. Can you explain why our followers in the Netherlands and Belgium should hurry to Antwerp to see this particular production?
Well, it's a very special show, not just for us, but for the people who have come to see it. They've come very, very moved after seeing the show, and there's something so magical about it. I can't explain it until you actually see the show. And as you know, Memory is part of the show, and you have some pretty amazing, talented people who are in it as well. Triple threats and future superstars. So you'll get to see them.
Well, we are looking forward that all our followers will come and see you and the other actors on stage.
Yes, please come and see us. We're here until April 17th at the Queen Elizabeth Hall.